कानराज को करनमन करो महान यह काज, आत्मज्ञान की प्राप्ति है मंगलमय सुख साज, मंगलमय सुख। We are going to talk on transient world. The soul has been suffering infinite untold sorrow since infinite times without understanding the transient nature of the world and eternal nature of the soul. And therefore we will start this session with the transient nature of the world. Whole world is momentary and transient. Everything in the world changing every moment. We want to find happiness from material outer objects, and all material outer objects are momentary, and therefore our happiness is also momentary. Ignorant soul believes that he can get happiness from material outer object, and therefore ignorant soul happiness is also momentary. An enlightened soul believes happiness in eternal soul, and therefore enlightened soul's happiness remains forever. So I am on the mission of Atma Siddhi Shastra. Why I came here? I came with Atma Siddhi Shastra mission. Hope you have heard the name of Atma Siddhi Shastra. It was written by Srimad Rajchandra, who was a spiritual master of Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi came in contact with three great personalities, Ruskin, Tolstoy and Srimad Rajchandra. And Mahatma Gandhi has mentioned in his autobiography that I came in contact with these three great personalities, but I mostly got inspiration from Srimad Rajchandra because I could come in contact personally with Srimad Rajchandra. He has written the scripture Atma Siddhi Shastra within 90 seconds, and in that scripture he has mentioned the transient nature of the world. I am on the mission of Atma Siddhi Shastra because this scripture is going to be translated into 415 languages of 142 countries. And USA is the 56th country I am traveling, and we are going to complete this mission on 4th November 2017, which will be 150th birth anniversary of Srimad Rajchandra. We want to preserve this scripture for thousands of years, so let people get benefit the preaching of omniscient God. So I came here to USA and I thought that I can share my knowledge with you. We will learn about the transient nature of the world. Hope you have heard the story of King Rishabdev, who was the first Tirthankar. He was watching dance of Nilanjana, and during dance Nilanjana died, and what heavenly being Dev did, they brought another Nilanjana for dance, and in this situation King Rishabdev saw that one Nilanjana is already died, and that people don't bother whether she died, or people just want to enjoy, they just want to fulfill their desires. There are infinite souls who tried a lot to get happiness from material outer object, but we don't realize at this moment, we don't realize that we have tried a lot to get happiness from material outer object, and till today we could not get happiness. Because there is no happiness in material object, it depends on our thought, how do we think. There are two persons, one person has $1, another person has $100. I take $10 from the person who has $100, now he has $90. And if I give $9 to person who has $1, now he has $10. If I ask to person who has $90, are you happy or sad? He will say, I am very sad. And if I ask to person who has $10, he said, I am very happy. So the person who has 9 times more than him, he is sad. So happiness is not in material object, it depends how do we think. If we think positively, I am the soul and I am completely separate from the body and all types of material object, then you will realize yourself you are complete and you don't need to be dependent on any material object which are transient. When you realize this state, you will feel yourself in spite of living with body, you are completely separate from the body. People will see you, you are with body and you are with family members, material objects, but you only realize that you are not with the objects. When you will achieve this state, when you will achieve the knowledge and wisdom of the transient world. Why have I started this mission? Because I have seen one scene in my life, and that's why I started this mission 26 December 2004. Hope you have heard the name of tsunami in Indonesia. There were 230,000 people were killed in tsunami. And tsunami center point was Banda Aceh. Within 10 to 15 minutes, 230,000 people died there. And only one person was survived in tsunami at Banda Aceh, who is sitting in front of you. And at that moment I realized that I have got this new life, so I will spend my whole life to spread the principles and knowledge which was preached by omniscient God. And on that day, 26 December 2004, I saw the mountain of 230,000 people's dead body. And when you see that situation, you can imagine people were dancing on Saturday night because it was Sunday morning, 26 December. 25th December night, people were dancing and enjoying, but suddenly I saw the mountain of dead bodies. There were lots of gold and silver, money, wealth, but no one was there who can say that these material objects are mine. No one was there. So when you realize that transient nature of the world, we don't know about next moment. But we are living life like a machine, we are not aware at all, and awareness is the supreme religion. It doesn't matter what you do. Most important thing that are you aware or not. You can go to office, you can earn money, you can live with your families, you can do anything. But most important thing, are you aware or not? Are you aware of this, that you are here for you don't know about next moment. And when you are ready to leave this body and all types of material objects, when you will attain this state, when you realize your soul and you realize that your soul is eternal. One person is going to die and after some time he is already died. And another person who sees that this person is going to die and he saw that he is already died. The person who sees this all situations before death and after death, that person is separate from the person who is already dead. So material world is a transient, but the substance who knows this transient world is not transient. It is the soul, and soul is the eternal. And I am the soul. We have not realized our own soul for a single moment, and therefore after attaining lots of wealth and lots of possession, we are still not happy. We are searching for happiness, but we are not happy at all. When you realize the transient nature, your attention will be automatically diverted towards your soul. You don't need to experience whole world. If you have pressed one rice grain and you already checked it that rice grain is already cooked, you don't need to press all rice grain. You have known that all rice grain are cooked. When you experience one incident in your life, you don't need to experience all the incidents in your life. You have realized that whole world is transient. If one person has cheated with you, and you don't need to experience with all people, you have realized the nature of the universe, nature of the world. And after knowing the nature of the world, you don't need to be sad, because you have to be happy, because you have known the real nature of the world. You have got the wisdom of the transient. Now you don't need to be sad anymore. You have got the knowledge. So be aware each and every moment, and be aware. One person says, my wife, who has promised me to love forever, but today she does not love me anymore. Why? She promised me, but where is her promise? All types of material objects and all types of feelings, everything are impermanent, momentary and transient. Why? Because wife is like a tree, and love of wife is like a shadow. Shadow of the tree always changes, because the tree also does not remain the same. It also gets destroyed. So if tree gets destroyed, how can the shadow will remain forever? If wife is going to die and her body is going to be ash very soon, so how can wife's love will remain forever? So you realize that everything in the universe is momentary except the soul. All types of material objects and feelings toward material objects, everything are momentary. I have seen one person in tsunami who had wealth, lots of wealth. He could open a factory, 1000 factory of biscuit. 1000 factory of biscuit, but after 6 hours I saw him. He was not in town, but he came to town and I saw him. He was begging for one packet of biscuit. He didn't have money to eat biscuit also. Who could open the, so whole world is transient. And you don't be sad if you know this. You have got chance. You are very lucky that such young age you have got the chance to understand. I am not telling to stop your enjoyment, but you just be aware. Just be aware you are here. All the objects which are known, and those objects are going to be unknown very soon. And you know how will you feel if you have a one pen and it is known for you, because you know that pen is here. But if it falls down and you don't know, you think, where is pen, where is pen? So how do you feel? Where pen has gone, where is gone? And after 4 seconds you got the pen, but for 4 seconds, how about your feelings? You just think you lost your pen for 4 seconds and you felt pain like this. So how will you feel pain when everything will be unknown next moment when you will die from here? And it will be unknown because you don't remember a single thing of past life. Everything is going to be unknown next moment. So be ready and be prepared. Don't live a life like a machine. Be aware. Awareness is the supreme religion. Each and every moment you be aware that I am the soul, the substance who knows these all objects. We are ready to accept existence of the transient object but we don't accept the existence of substance which knows this transient object, and it is the soul. I am the soul, you are the soul. And when I am aware that I am the soul, in spite of living with body, I am not with the body. Whole material world is momentary and the soul is eternal. Sign of the soul is knowledge. Knowledge is a supreme attribute of the soul. There are infinite attributes of the soul, and most important attribute of the soul is the knowledge. George Bernard Shaw has said that if I have one mango and you have one mango, I give my mango to you and you give me your mango to me. Now how many mangoes both will have? One. But if I have a knowledge of science and you have knowledge of maths, I give my science knowledge to you and you give me your maths knowledge to me. Now how many subjects knowledge both will have? Two. So if we exchange material object remains the same, but if we exchange the knowledge, it increases always. And soul supreme attribute is knowledge. I am full of knowledge, and when you realize that you are full of knowledge and infinite bliss, you don't need to be dependent to any material object. Then you are free from all possessions. You will live with possessions, but you will be aware at that moment. You will be. Person who dies, he is sad not because of he is going to leave his body, but he is sad because he had got the chance to attain self-realization and he has no chance now anymore. He had chance to attain knowledge of the self, but he has wasted already his whole human life. So we have still time to understand the nature. You can stay with your family, material object, but just with awareness. You will follow your duty, but you will follow your duty without attachment. Like a cashier of the bank, he counts money, he takes money, he gives money, but he does not believe that money belongs to him. He is just following his duty. So you will count the money, but you will not try to be honor of those wealth. You are just following your duty. You will just follow your duty like a air hostess. She welcomes you. She says, welcome, welcome please, welcome please. But inside her, she does not have any feelings for you. She is not attached at all with you. She is just following her duty. So just follow your duty without attachment, involvement, because attachment always gives us pain. We don't want to know and we don't want to understand this fact. But this is the fact. Attachment always gives us pain. One person came from house and he cries a lot because he saw that there were fire in house and house were burning. So he thought, oh my God, I have lost all my wealth and now. So never said to that person, don't cry uncle. He said, why? Your son has sold this house yesterday. So he just, okay, then no need to cry. Because, yeah, this house is not mine. It's burning, but he stopped crying. After some time, son came. And son asked to father, what happened? Daddy, what happened? He said, can't you see this? But don't worry. Neighbor told me the fact that you have sold this house yesterday. No, daddy, I was going to sell this house, but deal was cancelled. Then again he started crying. Oh my. Incident is not the cause of unhappiness. Attachment to incident is the cause of unhappiness. And if you are not attached to anything, you are not unhappy anymore. So be aware, don't get attached, just follow your duty and just realize the transient nature of the world, because we don't remember each and every moment. We think that I have one experience in Mumbai. Just like you are sitting in the lecture, my two followers were sitting in lecture, and boy loves a lot to his girlfriend. He said, I cannot leave you. I can leave whole world, but I cannot leave you, my beautiful girlfriend. And what was he doing? During lecture, they were sitting like this. Yeah. So I said them, please just make a distance little bit in the lecture. In a lecture, don't do this because it doesn't look good, and you little respect. So what boys? No, no, I can leave everybody, but cannot leave my beautiful girlfriend, and she was really beautiful. And just a few months back, they got married before 7 years. And what happened, if husband goes to office, he keeps two laptops in front of his chair on table, one to work and second one to watch his wife's face on Skype. He cannot work. He was really very lucky person who got and wife was very lucky who got husband like. So he was just chatting to his wife, and I cannot work without you, I love you like this. So if wife works at home, she cooks, and she also like this. She also during cooking see husband's face, and if she can't see her husband's face, he cannot work. So one day what happened, wife called me and she said that I want to meet you. I said, why, what happened suddenly? No, I want to meet you. And then she met me. I saw her. She said that there was a fire in my house and my face burned, in my whole face burned. And since last 15 days, my husband has not sat with me for a single minute, for 1 minute. Who had lots of promise to me that I will not leave you forever, but now I am looking ugly. He has not sat with me for 1 minute, and every night he comes back from the office and always said that I came from dating with another girl and all. So you can imagine. So she said that you were telling in the lecture all the time that world is transient. Now I have realized this world. And you also just remember, you just think, if skin is removed from the body whom you love most, and then you think, will you love again like that? All attachment is momentary. Nothing is permanent except the soul. Don't be sad if you listen this. You should say thank to God that you came to know very early in young age. You came to know that what is the nature of the world. When you will feel that you are the soul, and you believe that you can get happiness from material object, but if that object gets destroyed, then its modification that gets destroyed, happiness lost. We don't believe happiness in material object, but we believe the happiness in modification of the object, and modification is momentary. That's why our happiness is also momentary. We are not happy at all. We try a lot to get happiness, but we are not happy at all. We don't want to learn a lesson from the life experiences. Why don't we remember our past? Yesterday I tried the same, but I could not get happiness by doing this. Then why do I start again like this? But we don't want to remember, because as I said, we are living like a machine. We don't want to get wisdom of the transient. We don't want to learn the lesson. I heard one story, I remember. There were three animals, lion, fox and donkey. They went for hunting in jungle, and after collecting lots of meat, lion said to fox, you are intelligent, so I like you distribute this meat. So what fox did? Fox divided meat into particular exact three part, 33.33 like that. And then lion got angry. Why? Lion said, I only put in all effort and you are distributing 33.33. So he killed fox and put together. And then lion asked donkey, now you distribute. Now you have time to divide meat. So what donkey said? Donkey said, Maharaj, everything is yours. Nothing is mine. Everything is yours. So lion asked, from where you learn this lesson? Donkey said, from this dead fox. Moral of the story was that from the experience of the life, donkey also learn a lesson, but human being does not want to learn a lesson from life's experiences. We suffer a lot because of our attachment to transient world. We don't think that I have visited one mental hospital, because we establish Atma Siddhi Shastra at 100,000 places in the world. So I went to one mental hospital to donate Atma Siddhi Shastra there. And I saw one mad person there. I asked, why have you become mad? What happened with you? Why are you like this? So what he replied, I have so many things to tell you, but we don't have enough time. But I'll tell in short. I was loving a lot to a girl before 30 years. And I could not get married with her, and that's why I become mad. So it was a very sad story. He loved a lot, but he could not get married. When I went ahead and I saw another person, he was also mad. And I asked him, why have you become mad? So he said, I will not tell you so much story about my life, but in short I will tell you. In first room you met one person. He said that he wanted to get married with one girl, and he could not get married with that girl, and he became mad. I got married with that girl and I became mad. So after listening this story, I realized that all people in the world are not happy at all. We think that we can get happiness. A person who stays in India, he thinks that he can get happiness if he will go to America. He tries a lot to come to America, he spends lots of money, and he lands at America's airport, and he sees that there are lots of people who are going to take off for India. And they think that they will get happiness in India, let's go to India. So Whole world is same. People are searching for happiness from outer object, and they don't think that happiness is within our soul. When you realize that you are complete, then you will not try to fulfill yourself with material object, transient object. When you have seen that the glass is full of water, you will not add water because you have known that there is no space in glass. When you realize that you have infinite attributes and you are full of knowledge, and then you will not add anything, you will not try, because no one soul in this universe who could fulfill his desire. And there are infinite souls who could destroy that desire. There are infinite liberated souls who could destroy it. When we'll get this state, when you understand that you are the soul, and next moment everything is going to be unknown. Just be aware. I am only the observer, not the doer of transient world. I can't do anything except I can just observe. I saw thousands of dead bodies. I could not do anything. I could not save one person in tsunami because we cannot change the world. We are only the observer. We are not the doer at all. And you realize that I am not anything, any transient object, any object of the world which comes to you will definitely go away from you. Whatever comes from outside will go outside. Money comes from outside to our house, and therefore money goes back from our house, because whatever will come from outside we have to give back. We eat food, but we have to leave the food. We have to renounce. We cannot keep anything with us. We drink water, but we have to leave water as urine. We cannot keep anything with us. We gain knowledge from gurus, but we don't remember all the time what guru taught us, because knowledge which we got from guru, it also came from outside. Only one thing can remain always, which is permanent, which comes from inside, and it is the realization of one's own self. When you meditate on your soul, when you realize that you are the soul and you have potential power to be God, you have potential power to attain omniscient universal knowledge, and suffering infinite cycles of birth and death. Why? Because without understanding this true nature, always realize that nothing is permanent in this world. Everything is like a flowing river. Once water has gone, you cannot bring water again. Everything is momentary. And if anybody wants to stop the water, cannot stop. And if he tries again to stop the water, he may be dying in water, because water cannot be stopped. We cannot stop material wealth because it's like a flowing water. And we try a lot to stop money, dollars. Once dollars come to us, we want that money should not go away from us. But it's like water. We don't want to understand the nature of the world. We are scared Because if we think that if I will know this secret, you will have to renounce whole world, and you are don't want to leave whole world, and therefore you don't want to understand the nature of the universe. When you touch your wife's body, did you ever feel that it is meat, it is blood, flesh? Did you? No. We don't want to remember at that moment. We don't eat potato, onion and garlic, but when we touch this body, we don't want to remember. We want to live like machine, because if we remember all those things, we cannot enjoy. If we want to enjoy, that's why we want to forget. We want to forget everything. We don't want to know the truth. And supreme truth of the world is whole world is transient, and only the soul is eternal. You just think, when a mother dies, father dies, any one person dies, how do we feel? How about our feelings? How about our pain? Only one person die. What happens? It was disconnected. Only one relationship. But when I will die, at that moment, all relationship, all relations will be disconnected when I will die. So just imagine, when one relation was disconnected and you felt pain a lot, then how about that pain when all relation will be disconnected? So be ready for that situation, be aware. And therefore omniscient God said that what is the right way to get happiness? There are three persons. First person, whom I love. Second person, whom I hate. And third person, whom I don't love or hate. So first person, whom I love, he goes away from me, I become sad. And second person, whom I hate, he comes to me, I become sad. And third person, whom I don't love or hate, he comes or goes, doesn't matter. I don't be sad. So only one way to get happiness, you renounce all types of feelings of love and hate, then only you can get real happiness. And this is what omniscient God said, that you leave, you renounce all types of feelings of love and hate. You achieve the state of vitaragata. You renounce rag and dvesh. Because love always gives you pain and hatred will also give you pain. Only just be neutral. Just be observer. And you don't need to show people. You only will realize that. You first of all, to reach this state, you have to decide that what do you want to do. You want to be happy, or you want to show people that you are happy. I have written in one book that we are ready to face mental sadness to get physical happiness. In fact, we don't want to be happy, we want to show people that we are happy. We don't want to be happy. In spite of being happy, we want to show people. We wear new clothes, we wear new watch. And we want to show people, see, I have a new watch. And if nobody will see that watch, we will be sad. Because we didn't want to be happy. We don't have money to buy a car, but we take a loan from bank and credit card. And today is 30th. Only one day remain. Now what will happen? How will I pay installment? We are ready to face mental sadness to get physical happiness, because we want to show people that, see, I have a big car. We don't want to be happy, we want to show people. And when you will decide that it doesn't matter what people will think about me, I have only one goal, that I want to be happy, I want freedom. and then you will definitely reach that state. And then when you will realize that whole world is transient, we have divided the world into two parts. One is transient, one is eternal. Actually, whole world is transient, but we have divided into two parts. We believe that fan which is moving, fan is transient, but ceiling is permanent. Breathing is transient, but body is permanent. No, everything is transient, nothing is permanent except the soul. You realize that. Hope you have heard the name of Gama Pahalwan. He had power to stop a running car. He has lots of energy. He could pull a truck with his hand. But at the time when he was going to die, he didn't have power to move a bee from his face. Power of the body is also momentary, transient. Wealth is transient. All possessions are transient. All relationships are transient. Hope you all guys will understand this nature of the world, transient nature of the world one day. Just be aware, I am living with this body, but I am not owner of this body. I live in United States, but I am not the owner of United States. Similarly, I live in this body, but I am not the owner of this body. Then you will realize that you are living guest house. Body is guest house and you are the guest. Hope I could clarify what I wanted to say you. Just be aware and realize the transient nature of the world.
I have a question. Do you have a question?
Yeah.
So I get the whole material world is transient, and so we shouldn't rely on material things for happiness. But relationships are transient. But is your conclusion that we shouldn't love people?
We should have compassion and love for people, but without involvement. Attachment and love both are different. Attachment and love are different. When you love people, you don't distinguish people into caste and creed. You will love everybody. You don't have a different types of love. For someone you love a lot and for other one you don't. At that stage, you will love everybody. You will have feelings of compassion for everybody. Just for example, there are 10 pairs of clothes in shop and you went there to buy, but you have money to buy one pair of clothes and you bought one pair of clothes. So you like 10 pairs of clothes, but you are not attached to 10 pairs of clothes. You are attached to only one pair of clothes because you have bought and you believe that this clothes belongs to me. So attachment is different and liking and love is different thing. You believe that this is my house. You are attached to your house, but you love Taj Mahal, you love Eiffel Tower, but you are not attached to the Eiffel Tower. So love is different, attachment is different.
So we shouldn't be attached to any people?
No. That's what I said, that only makes us unhappy, and that's why you just follow your duty with awareness, and when you will be aware you will automatically not attach to anyone. You will have, because attachment always arises in the soul when we are not awake. But when we are awake, then we know that this person is momentary and this person is going to leave me next moment. So why should I attach to him and why should I be unhappy next moment when I know this fact?
Well, I think his question is more directed at how do we apply that to our daily life? Like how can we cut off that relationship or that essence of distinguishing what Which one is?
No, just now, as I said, you can follow your duty, you can live your with your family nicely, and you should have a love for them. But you should not get involved, means you should not forget yourself. You should have always the wisdom of the transient.
Okay.
So like you go through life without making like any attachments to people?
Yeah. And you live with them. That's why I'm clarifying again and again. Love is different, attachment is different. So when you live with your family members and you go out and you make them happy, so it is love, but it is not attachment. Attachment means you forgot yourself, what you are. When you forget yourself, that I am the soul and separate from this body, and this body is not mine, then how can those people can be mine when this body is not mine? This is one type of association. If I say that I am owner of this pen, so how will I become owner of this pen? I have got association of this pen, but I am not the owner. We have tried to believe that all material objects are mine, but till today we could not make any other substances ours. Person whom you say today they are yours, but next moment they are not yours. So try to understand the fact. That's it. Thank you very much. We have to complete this session. Thank you so much.